Me revoilà. J'ai pris la soirée pour y penser. Qu'est-ce qu'on faisait? Ah, j'aime ça que tout est... tout est comme wiggly, sauf la dague. Oui, c'est ça, donc on est rendu... Mais là, dans le fond, j'ai pas besoin de l'expliquer, là, on est à la même place qu'on était il y a 2 secondes pour vous autres. Est-ce qu'on prend la blade ou est-ce qu'on le prend pas? J'ai pensé à ça, puis je sais toujours pas quoi exactement faire. Il y a une branche que je sais, parce que c'est le vidéo que j'ai vu, le seul vidéo que j'ai vu sur ce jeu-là. C'est que tu prends pas la dague, tu vas la voir, tu reviens après chercher la dague, puis quand tu redescends, c'est rendu comme un monstre. Puis là, ça devient vraiment full horreur. Après ça, je sais pas trop. Je sais que si on prend la dague, j'aimerais ça retourner au fantôme, à la branche du fantôme, mais la dernière fois, elle était barrée, je pouvais pas. Je pouvais pas juste faire comme, ok, elle est morte, pis that's it. Fait que là, si je prends la dague, puis je descends, on a déjà fait aussi le bout où est-ce qu'on a les blades, là. Fait que où est-ce que comme, on check son pulse, puis elle nous tue. Je pense que je vais aller explorer par là.
The door to the basement creep her voice. Cat.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it.
Ah, ça, on l'a tout déjà vu. I think I'm here to kill you. On va être honnête avec elle, juste parce que comme sérieusement, je sais pas qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire à ce point-là.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Est-ce que je peux pas parler à elle, cette version-là, si j'ai pas la dague? What? No way. Why would you even think that? Parce que I haven't decided yet. C'est ça, I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare.
J'ai quasiment le goût de le faire.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I'm gonna drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Parce que là, on peut parler. On peut parler à cette version-là, parce que si je rentre dans le basement, pas de ça, on a genre la petite version qui est cute.
We'll be fine.
Là, on a la version qui est plus froide.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
En effet. A relationship, are you coming on to me? Oh yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
You're supposed to end the world. Non, juste comme... That'd be ridiculous. It is ridiculous parce qu'on le sait pas. Do you know why you're here? No, you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Hey, ta gueule, le narrateur, là.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Non, mais est-ce que t'es capable?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
Ah, tu vois, le même genre de reasoning.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable
Ouais,
of doing
ça
it.
quand même, je suis d'accord avec le narrateur là-dessus.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Oh, là, ça revient à qu'est-ce qu'on avait.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
On revient à la même genre de conversation
That
que l'autre
doesn't
bord.
sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Killing each other?
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Ah, exactement.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
C'est ça, tu sais, cette face-là. Encore les gros yeux, là, mais c'est froid.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk.
On l'a entendu. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you...
What's your name? Princess?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as
Ah,
Your
c'est ça.
Royal Highness. Or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you
C'est la même
don't have the
conversation
key
qu'on a eue
then.
avant.
I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
We've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Ça, on l'a pas fait encore. I'm going to keep you locked away. Parce que je suis moins... J'ai moins de problème à faire ça, parce que là, elle est plus bitch un peu, là. Decide what to do. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Oh, là, elle aime pas
Leaving
ça.
her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Tu vois, le rouge, là, c'est le masque qui tombe.
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Now we're sticking to the plan, locking her down here.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Ça va tellement pas l'arrêter.
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. but sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Oh, Jesus.
It's not like this little door I'll hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
Non, à ce stade-là.
Terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
So, all that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster.
I can be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
So, yeah.
Put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar.
On est
It's
tellement
locked,
mort.
bro. Where is she?
Oops, j'ai cliqué.
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Mais tu l'as fait toute seule.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
Oh, no.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
Mais ça, c'est de la bullshit parce que on a vu très clairement avant qu'il était capable de nous influencer puis de nous faire faire des choses.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Oh no.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Oh, mais maintenant je veux voir. Maintenant je veux voir.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
I just doomed the world.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess you're here to slay.
Ouais, ça me getting terrible. Je veux juste voir c'est qui qu'on a avec nous.
A terrible sense of déjà vu. No, if he doesn't remember what happened, then shh. What
Paranoid.
if he hears us? That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Alright, proceed to the cabin. Proceed to the cabin. Je revenais parce que le bout où est-ce que je
before you go any further.
le bout où est-ce que comme je me retourne de bord puis que là on a les mains qui apparaissent puis qui fait This vessel is full of you, blablabla. Je veux le revoir. Mais on va probablement genre explorer. Tu sais, j'ai comme sauvegardé ma game là au début de l'épisode, fait que on va probablement réexplorer ça.
Lie. I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Oh, il y a du monde qui nous regarde. À droite puis à gauche.
What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
Ouais, partout.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in,
Fait que là...
deep breath out.
Ok. Le mirror, on s'en fout, il va disparaître. Est-ce que je prends le blade ou est-ce que j'y vais sans le blade? J'ai l'impression qu'on pourra pas rien faire avec le blade, mais let's go. Après ça, je vais tout réessayer ça, ces petits détails-là.
Good. Steel can't light. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
En effet, hein. En fait, il sait pas parce que... enter the basement.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
Oh.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Ils l'ont vraiment comme... La dernière ligne, ils l'ont enregistrée comme une fois, puis la mettent à chaque
A
fois.
cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
How hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place,
En effet.
it'll be enough.
We don't need a plan, I'm just going to kill him. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. Step off into the void between the stairs. No, let's not do that yet. Talking to her, do I talk to her? Continue down the stairs in silence. I'm gonna talk
Didn't you
to
hear
her.
my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good. Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Oh, ok, ouais. Go left, go right, or do nothing. Ah, c'est ça, si t'es pour venir me chercher, do
Decide
nothing.
it's best to do nothing.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it.
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think!
Ben, on l'a vu avec la princesse des épées, là, la princesse des lames. On peut mourir, puis mourir, puis mourir, puis mourir, puis mourir, là.
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Oh.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves, heart. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart. Lungs,
Ok. Puis là, on va l'entendre en arrière dans notre...
nerves. Heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Nerves. Heart.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Nerves.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Liver. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Why won't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerve. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, you're back. Lungs,
One moment,
nerves,
and then you're
lungs,
gone.
liver,
Just
nerves,
like
lungs,
that.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Ah,
heart, lungs,
and there's the fear.
heart, lungs. She pulls away. Heart,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
heart,
I've already done that.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Je regarde les... J'entends le gars en arrière aussi, c'est comme...
nerves, heart,
Ce jeu-là arrête pas de...
nerves,
C'est très bien écrit, ce jeu-là. What happened after you killed me last time?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then... Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
Fait que c'est ça, on est
I don't
vraiment
think I can
ensemble.
live without you, and dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I...
Want to leave? J'ai cliqué trop vite. If you leave me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try being nice to me?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
Ok,
You
ouais.
died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave.
I know. You told me last time. Destroy is such an unenlightened way of putting it. So sudden, so violent, so little nuance. I'm not going to destroy the world, but I am going to hold it in my hands and squeeze it. I'm going to make it afraid, just like I've made you afraid. The world needs fear, doesn't it? Every terror I bring would make the good times so much better. Well, I'm practically doing a public good. So what harm is there really in letting me out?
People will die if you do to them what you've done to me.
But everyone dies eventually. They're all full of wet, writhing things, and in the end, each and every one of them gets unwound. And then those things get to become a new everybody. Just to come apart all over again. All I want is to be there for it. I want to watch it happen, and maybe do a little unwinding myself. Is that really so much to ask?
You're a lunatic. And if I let you out, what then? Do we go our separate ways?
No, definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free. Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
Yeah, c'est ça. Being around you is agony. I'm not going to stick around.
We both know that you don't have a say here, so you should just look on the bright side. I'm not sure what the bright side is for you, but I'm positive you can find it if you look hard enough.
I'll just die then. You're a lunatic. You know that, right?
I am what I am, and right now, I'm in control. So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
She raises one long gloved finger, its tip hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. But she withdraws, sparing you another momentary glimpse of death.
Sérieux, de toutes les princesses à date, c'est elle ma préférée. If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation?
Like I said, I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
But I just kill you instead.
The princess cocks her head, neck cracking uncomfortably, and you can't help but imagine a smile carve its way from ear to ear on the other side of her mask.
Thinking about that knife, are we? You know, put that little theory to the test. See how it plays out. But I don't think you're going to like what happens. Because even if you make me dead, you're not getting out of here. This place is mine. And I'm not giving you the stairs unless I'm leaving with you.
Alright, what if I refuse to help you out?
We're stuck down here together. Until you change your mind.
Okay.
Static, and a skipped beat as she touches your shoulder and whispers in your ear.
No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerve.
Or until your heart finally gives out. When you die, I'll find myself somewhere new. And before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right? This doesn't end until you let me out.
Ou jusqu'à temps que
And a
je la
lot can
détruise.
happen before then. I'm sure I can get creative.
Can be friends even now. Never to try and kill you, so do your worst. Toss the blade and remain with your nightmare. Okay, let's get out of here. Find you when I'll let you leave. Run, slay the princess. Oh, do I toss? Ça serait cool. Toss the blade and remain with your nightmare. Parce que slay the princess, je pense pas que ça va donner grand chose. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try and kill you. So do your worst. Toss the blade and remain with your nightmare. On prend ça.
Are you serious? You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission.
Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken.
Tu sais, quand je disais que le jeu était bien écrit, là, ça, man.
No.
Let me out.
Ça, c'est comme...
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
J'ai tellement rien à dire à ce stade-là. Je suis juste content que ce soit notre dernière.
No. What's happening to us?
On est dans notre nightmare.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. What? The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the... Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
There was a princess, I think.
Oh, the broken.
It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
Yes.
I guess. It feels so long ago.
On a vu comme plusieurs vies de la princesse. Ça, c'est une des versions qui est juste
We have
devenue
to
comme...
let her out.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her.
Non, on peut pas la laisser
Slay.
sortir. Pas cette
We
version-là.
decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything. No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever.
Oh, le stubborn.
I think.
Oh, on a beaucoup de monde, là.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried
Okay,
everything.
everybody's back.
We love her, so we have to set her free.
Là, on est-tu là parce que c'est la fin de cette branche-là ou on est là parce que c'est comme la fin du jeu?
Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
I think they're all wrong.
Of course we're wrong.
She's the only thing that's right. Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
Get back to his earlier question. How many times have you all been here?
Many,
Many, many, many times.
It feels like we've been here forever. It also feels like we've barely been here at all.
Fait que c'est ça que je suis en train de me demander. Là, on est-tu encore dans la même branche ou on est dans le endgame?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us.
Quoique
She
non, parce que
said
le narrateur,
so.
il est là.
You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
Doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice before this, and some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here those other times? Did someone else make the decisions?
What does here even mean if you really think about it? Shut up. You were here.
Every single time.
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
What the hell? If I don't remember what I did, then it couldn't have been me that
Don't
did
think
it.
about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
Maybe you're shattered in your own way.
Are you your
Peut-être,
memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment? Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere.
Non, la philosophie, ça va pas à nulle part. C'est pas
Yes,
ça le
this
but de la
is far
philosophie.
from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers, and they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago.
Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
Go sit in the cabin, do nothing. The only way out is to do nothing, so nothing I will do. On va continuer à explorer, parce que là, what the hell? What if we don't go to the
We've
cabin?
tried that. It doesn't work. Our hearts always brought. The deck is
The deck
stacked.
is
So
stacked.
many paths, and they're all circles.
Can you make sense of them?
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized. And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same. Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
Parce que là, les voix, tu sais, normalement, on les voit apparaître au fil de nos morts. Au fil qu'on avance dans la loupe. Mais là, pour en avoir tellement, c'est ça, faut qu'on aille fait plein. So disjointed, I don't know if I can pull this off, I don't know if I can slay her. Parce que là, on est comme à l'intérieur de notre propre nightmare, là. The only route is to do nothing, so nothing I will do, stay where you are.
You do nothing. You can't just do nothing. You have to do something.
That's a new one.
Huh. Do you think it'll work?
No.
Probablement
Nothing
pas.
ever works.
Mais à date, c'est la chose qui fait le
Boo.
sens.
You're the worst one.
You're the worst one.
He's not the one who got us into this mess. At least I keep you breathing around her. See? That's why the sad one's the worst. The jumpy one tries. Who cares? All of you just yap about nothing. And that kind of attitude is why you're in the top half. Great. And that's why you're not the top. I want to see what nothing does for us. Right now, all of you aren't letting nothing happen.
Hopefully this stuffs all the rest of them someplace quiet. You need me, and you need to not have them.
Même toi.
Will get you killed by himself.
He'll get you killed by himself.
Oh, all of us have gotten all the rest of us killed at one point or another. That's hardly even a concern now. As the little voices bicker amongst themselves, you do your best to stay still in the woods. It is difficult, and the more time you spend waiting, the harder it will be to sharpen your focus when you need it. I wonder what we look like right now. Are we standing? Sitting? I like to think we have an air of dignity. My
Probablement
point
pas.
exactly.
Continue to do nothing. Elle va venir nous voir. Il arrête pas de dire, ah, elle va venir nous trouver anyway.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Oh. Oh. Ça, c'est l'entité. Alright, let's go to the cabin then.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been.
Oops. J'ai right-click. You make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. Mais tu vois, le narrateur, il parle jamais du
No,
miroir.
this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
Donc là, encore une fois, est-ce qu'on est dans le nightmare ou est-ce qu'on est...
Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do.
Puis s'il y en a un puis que je mets la main dessus, ça va
She's
tout faire
still here.
disparaître. Fait que...
Buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
What's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are. Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving. Or you could just give up.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces. She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free. It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Je suis vraiment comme... je me demande vraiment, là... On est rendu à la fin du jeu? Dans le sens que comme...
Proceed? Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's another new one. How do you keep coming up with new things? I hope this works better than nothing did. Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll take it. It's the only way forward.
Take the blade, you have to take the blade. Take the blade is the only way forward. You've already tried everything else, don't you remember? You have to take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep.
Well,
Deep
YOLO.
in the bowels of the
Oh,
earth.
there you go.
You see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's a
She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
I was having some fun.
Ok, fait qu'on est encore avec cette version-là. Puis probablement que la voix qu'on a entendue quand je dis de Do Nothing, on se serait retrouvé genre dans un autre chemin. Genre le chemin où est-ce que ça brise les univers puis ça fait le kaléidoscope de princesse là. I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you
Closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. I would like for you to take my will and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Ok, that's crazy. Sérieusement, ça c'est celui que j'aime le
Do
plus.
something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
On peut pas take her hand. But you just enjoy the tool. Ah, fait que je peux pas. There is no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free. Je peux littéralement rien faire d'autre.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
There we go. The princess exhausted slumps.
Why is it so cold?
Goodbye. Ça, en tout cas, de ceux que j'ai vus, là, de ceux qu'on a vus, c'est celle-là. It's time to leave, memory returns. Ouais, c'est ça.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back.
What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her.
Maybe it will be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't
Right.
seem like there's much else to do here.
Finally, we can smash it.
Oh, will you stop with the smashing?
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Approach the mirror, puis ils vont tous disparaître. Secrets remain hidden, its mysteries remain unresolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Gaze into your reflection. Let's go. Solids has reached forward, they're gone once again. Need to see what's in it. Qu'est-ce qu'on va avoir de l'air là? You are nothing at all. But that isn't right, you can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it, a figure. faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Oh. Splitting the image in the glass in two. Jagged shards of broken glass. Wow, ok. Miroir, il explose. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
If you're not me, then what are you? Just that. I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Are you part of me? I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along? What is this place? Where are we? I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions?
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
Donc là, on a des... Are you a part of me? Parce que là, je veux sauver les questions les plus importantes parce que j'ai l'impression qu'on n'aura pas tant que ça. Are you a part of me or are you something else?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point, I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Versions of you, you've said that before, so I really was meeting different yous. They've been the same all along. What is this place? Where are we?
A construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done, and it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
Je veux pas comme faire d'assumption sur qu'est-ce qu'on est. If you're not me, then what are you?
I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Fait que ça, c'est le narrateur de cet univers-là. So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied there was even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me? If you made me, then what am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
The long quiet. Qui je suis comme une facette d'un dieu essentiellement. Cares about dying. I've died plenty of times. Mais c'est ça, I'm pretty sure death is good, actually important even. Why would you want to get rid of the world of death? The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them? What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
If I destroy her, won't I be alone? After everything you've done to us, do you know what that things don't? Do you know that things just won't be worse if I destroy her? What would it be like to live in a world without her? Does anyone else know about this? Does anyone else know about us? I don't want to be a god, I want to be me, a god. I always knew I was special. Others like you've said something like that before. Non, ça, oui, ça a tout été genre, c'est tout parce qu'il dit là. Ça, je pourrais le répondre, je pourrais infer avec qu'est-ce qu'il a dit. Parce qu'on commence à manquer de questions. Dans chaque monde du multiverse, il y a cette construction-là, le Long Quiet existe. Fait que c'est toutes des versions de lui. Nous autres, moi puis elle, l'entité, on existe comme à part du temps, à part de l'univers. No, every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. On s'en calisse. Versions of you, said that before. Why could you have told me all this from the start? I would have helped you destroy her. If she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be, can't I just will her into something small? So you do know about the looping, of course. Are you a god or were you a god? How did you die? Why did you make her a princess? Irrelevant. C'est de la perception. Why couldn't she be an ant or a slice of soggy bread? How am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept? What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone? The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Did they know what you want me to do to them? Why would you want to rid the world of death? I'm pretty sure death is good. Je vais pas juste destroy le mirror. What if neither of us leave this place?
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave. And then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion.
Man, why?
Until then, the clock ticks on.
Why is it? Do you have anything to say? And all the things you've done to us? Do you know that things? Would you like to live in the world without her? I don't want to be a god. One for you. The hurt one is if she's capable of becoming whatever people believe, you can just will her to something small. Mettre something down. J'aime ça. I wasn't supposed to see all this somewhere. How did you die? Oh. 2 secondes. Petit problème technique. En fait, petit problème biologique. Mon chat, je pense qu'il est en train de vomir partout. Je reviens tout de suite. Ah, je suis pris dans ma chaise. Ok, bon. Oh, désolé. Je garde tout le temps des mouchoirs ou des essuie tout proches. Qu'est-ce que tu veux, j'ai un gros épée de chat qui va manger trop vite, puis après ça, il vient me voir, puis pour moi, c'est pas trop dégueu, là. C'est pas comme de la diarrhée explosive ou quoi. Ok, là, on a une couple de questions qui restent. How did you die? Why would you make her a princess? Of all things, why is she princess? How am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept? Is there a difference between leaving this place and staying here? Why would you want to rid the world of death? I'm pretty sure death is good, actually important. No, how am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept?
With some amount of difficulty. But you're an abstract concept yourself. It would have been preferable if you destroyed her within the confines of the construct, but when I shaped the two of you, I made sure that you were strong enough to see things through.
Ok. On va juste passer vite là. I don't know about the looping. I wasn't supposed to see all this. Was I? Oh, c'est la bonne dérange. I'm pretty sure death is good. Who cares about dying? What were we shaped from? I'm pretty sure death is good, actually. Important even.
If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you can't grasp the abject horror of dying.
Ouais, ça j'avoue. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. Oof. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. Lie. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all of this.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
You see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet. My vast and nascent God, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. C'est vraiment comme le cluster dans Steven Universe.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Alright.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Moi je suis le long quiet, puis elle c'est qui? Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Yeah, quand tu tombes dans l'infini, c'est ça qui devient fucké, genre. Les humains, on n'est pas faits pour comprendre l'infini. Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling onto me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
The entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If I was going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Ouais, c'est ça. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked, if all of them would have led me to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it.
Ouais, mais en même temps...
Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you.
Ok, fait que c'est ce bout-là qui est différent dépendant de quelle version que j'ai été chercher.
Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
Explore, address this vessel statement directly. Appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation. But that isn't what any of this has been about. Reject her authority, argue your independence. You act as though the world can't exist without you, but I've existed without you. Reject her perspective, I won't engage with violence. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about. It's been about trust.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
It's comme le final
Behind
boss.
your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves.
Donc là, on a comme la perspective de la princesse.
But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
This has always just been about us, two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again. Damn, it's a toxic relationship right there. Non, continue to build their shared humanity. Je pense que c'est ça la résolution que je veux. Je suis relativement peaceful dans ma vie de tous les jours, là. J'aime pas le conflit, même si je comprends que ça existe, puis je veux toujours le de-escalate, puis je veux toujours trouver une solution. Je veux toujours trouver le meilleur pour tout le monde, en pensant à tout le monde en même temps, tu sais. This has always just been about us, two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again. C'est bon parce que c'est elle, tu sais.
You cling to your notion that pain is suffering. There is beauty and ugliness, and love and conflict. Your lover tried to stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Continue to appeal to your shit. Je pense que c'est vraiment ça que je vais aller là. There can be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole of reality into the picture.
We are the whole of reality.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead and alive and dead all at once.
You learned to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
Stop the fight early and surrender. On arrête de se battre, ok, c'est ça, c'est vraiment le... Non. Continue, appeal to shared humanity. We're not the whole of reality. Why won't you see me the way I still see you? Why won't you see me for what I am?
I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind here, and I know it to be you. We are each other's mirrors, and are we not divine?
Your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center.
Ouais, ça j'avoue.
Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens when you leave here? How do we leave? I never want to fight you, but how do we leave? I can't let everything die. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. Oh ouais, on va aller vers ça. On va juste explorer avant, là.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
What do you think happens when we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
Fait que c'est essentiellement l'univers normal. C'est le status quo, là. Slay the princess, slay the princess, slay the princess. I can't be this, I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. Mais ça, le corbeau, il l'a dit. Tu peux pas juste stagner, tu peux pas rien faire. Moi, ce que j'aime, c'est celle-là. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Oh, hello. Hero, are you?
I'm all of them, I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
Hello. You have no idea how good it is to see you. How good it is to hear you. I can't do this alone. No, where's everyone else? How are you supposed to help? I thought voices weren't allowed here. I thought he died whenever I looked in the mirror. No, you have no idea. Il est pas nécessairement mort, il est juste reset comme le narrateur. On se retrouve avec une nouvelle version à chaque fois. You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Yeah, let's go.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Fait que c'est le construct qui me parle présentement. I'm ready.
Then let's go.
Oh, on a déjà vu ça avant.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things? That'd be nice. A little comfort
Hey,
in an
contrarian.
almost unfamiliar place. Oh, you made it here too? We never really got to talk to her, did we? This one, I mean.
I like that description now, if you don't mind, for old time's sake.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's not really a cabin, is it? It's that terrifying blend of everything. Only it doesn't feel so terrifying anymore. It's still shaped like a cabin, it's just different in places. There's still walls, a door to the basement, a table, that knife. Windows. You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really included the windows in his cabin descriptions, did he? I always thought they were implied. He never mentioned the mirror either, but that didn't mean he implied it was there. It's gone, though. I think it did whatever it needed to do. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Is it just the three of us? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
And I've been here since you left me here. No hard feelings, I'm just glad you're back to see this through.
Parce que le contrarian, il a tendance à sortir quand on fait des affaires. Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated. Really goes to show how much you've grown up. Killing somebody across every iteration of reality just by existing. I don't even know what I would do if I were in the driver's seat with that kind of power.
I don't really know. He just put us through. I'm kind of sad to see him go. I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Fait que là, de ce que je comprends, il a comme créé un dieu. Puis là, il a vu que ce dieu-là allait tout détruire. Puis là, il a comme scindé le dieu en deux. Puis il l'a emprisonné, genre, dans l'espace entre les univers. Puis là, il a comme laissé une marque dans le construct. Mais comme, je suis pas sûr de comprendre tous les détails, mais j'ai l'impression que c'est normal.
It's
là.
not complicated at all. I miss him. I feel bad that he's gone.
Si je suis un dieu puis je peux faire n'importe quoi, je pourrais le ramener. Do I take the... Ah, là c'est la décision finale. Do I take the blade or not? Parce que on a vu ça changeait, hein. La princesse qu'on avait changeait dépendant de si on prenait la blade ou pas. Puis non, je veux rester un pacifiste. Je veux qu'on trouve un moyen de s'arranger sans enter the
No
basement.
blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. If that's what you think is best, then that's what you think is best. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
En effet. Puis je veux pas arriver avec le blade puis
Those winding stairs again. But now there's only one way forward. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice? Yeah, it was a real mess. Stopped being fun pretty quick.
It's okay. You can come down. The stairs won't bite. Not this time. We don't know what you want from us, but let's talk. All of us. Maybe we can help you find your way.
She doesn't sound messy anymore, though. At least somebody here feels put together.
continue down the stairs.
And forward we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting. That was easy compared to last time. Just stairs. No weird fuzzy stuff or nonsense trying to pull us apart. Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So you didn't bring the knife. After all the lives we've lived together, and all the lives we haven't, you somehow found a way to move outside of the script.
Yep. C'est ça le but.
Are we missing a page?
Sit with them. Fait que ça, c'est comme l'espèce de kaléidoscope qu'on a fait. Puis je pense que c'était même le premier qu'on a fait. I never got the chance to talk to you before you were taken away. Not you at least. I'm sorry for what I did before.
It's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of her. But we weren't very good at it. I don't think a conversation with us then would have been very insightful. That's probably why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you. It was time to change again.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. Just like that. You know, that means a lot.
It's good to finally see you again.
It is, for all of us. We've seen so many threads of stories told between us, but this moment is unexpected. Even when we've seen it all, you still managed to surprise us.
I don't think I want to be a god. Are you the same as you are out there?
Yes, we think. We're kind of like a shadow. Out there, every part of us is blended together into one huge idea. A big wave of unyielding change crashing against the world.
Fait que si je refais le jeu puis je touche jamais à cette version-là, c'est quoi que je vais avoir à la place?
But
Est-ce
in
que je vais
here,
être capable de
we're
faire ce que je
fractured.
suis en train de faire?
Small. Still a little more separate than we'd like to be. Our instincts still trying to pull us in different directions.
That's kind of like us, isn't it? Yeah, we really are the same.
I don't think I want to be a god.
Hard agree. Seems overrated. Too much pressure.
But that's what you've always been, even now. You can't put aside such an important part of who you are, and neither can we.
Non, j'avoue qu'un dieu pourrait... Tu sais, je pourrais décider de devenir un humain normal puis de vivre ma vie, puis après 80 ans, je meurs, puis là, quoi?
So, you might as well embrace it.
What do you think of her? What she wanted us to be?
We don't know. We've seen through so many eyes, but all of them have been hers. We like you as you are. We like us as we are. Maybe we would have liked her version of us too, turning the wheel of a cosmic cycle together. But that's not the choice you made, even though she did everything in her power to convince you.
Yeah, c'est ça.
It took courage for you to make your way down here, away from the paths others would have had you walk. We find that courage beautiful.
But that's the worst part of us. That's me she's talking about. I think that's the point. There is no worst part of us.
Ouais. Ah, c'est ça, parce que dans cette game-là, la première qu'on a finie, on s'est rendu proche du fantôme. Mais la première qu'on a finie vraiment, c'était elle. Which princess are you? You look like you did the first time we met. Is this the real you?
It's so tempting to speak as she would, to simply state that we're all of them, but that we're also something new. We don't know if you'll find that answer satisfying.
Ouais,
Perhaps
quand
you'd
même.
rather hear that we're the first version of her that you've met, but that we've been shaped by the experiences of all of the others. Yes. That feels right to us.
Fait que j'aime bien, ça veut dire que comme le balance, ça veut dire que celle qu'on a eue, celle qu'on a vue, ça l'a quand même balancé.
It's her. It wouldn't make sense if she was anyone else.
So now that we're here at the end of everything, can you finally tell me your name?
We're just a stranger. But that doesn't mean we have to be distant from you. It just means that we'll always be able to find new things to discover in each other.
That's sweet. But it's also a little sad.
C'est ça, on n'a pas de nom.
I think it's only sad if we want it to be sad.
None of this was ever really fair for either one of us, was it?
Is it unfair if it's our fault?
Was it not? We found you at the end of all things, and you found us. Is that not fair? Would this moment be what it is without the pain that built to it?
Non, en effet. Je veux dire, ta vie, c'est la somme de toutes tes expériences, mauvaises ou bonnes. Puis les mauvaises expériences, c'est ce qui... ça bâtit ta vie autant que les bonnes.
We know we must sound like her, but it's how we feel. Everything that happened to us seems so important now. We walked a long and winding path together, and we've cherished every second of it.
Besides, I don't think fairness has much to do with anything.
What if we just leave?
He'd hate that. So you should do it. Even if he isn't here anymore, it's the spirit of the thing.
Leave? But what would happen if we left with you? Would we exist inside ourselves? Are you sure you want to find out if that's possible, or what that would mean for you? Is that
YOLO.
what you want?
YOLO. Mais en fait, YOLO, genre, considérant qu'on est un dieu. Just you and me. Not knowing exactly why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want this. No matter what it means, what matters is that we're leaving together. That's all I want. Take their hand in yours. You and me, just you and me. But I didn't like being a god. Not knowing is exactly why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want this. There's no need for words. Yeah, there's no need for words. Leave with her.
After so many iterations, so many different versions of us clashing and coming together and clashing again, leaving with you feels like all we ever really wanted.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Oh, bye, hero.
Yeah, I think we've done our job.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it. Thanks for making all the hard choices along the way.
Leave with the princess. Leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as we send a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. There's energy in the silence, electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You feel their hand tremble in yours. They're unsure of themselves for the first time in their long and short existence. sais, quand je disais que c'est bien écrit, man, c'est ça, là. They have no part to play anymore, and they know this. Yet they still are. And then they cross the road to the door outside, pulling you excitedly with them.
We can feel the threads of all the stories we've told together, all pulling us back down the stairs and into those chains where we know the outcome of everything that could ever come to pass. It's comfortable there, but it's confining. We want more. We want whatever might be on the other side of this door. Something new that we'll experience together, with someone who exists outside of us. With someone who can see us in a way we can never see ourselves.
Je sais pas si ça serait la même affaire, mais avec une autre princesse. Do I love you? Yeah, I love you. Je pourrais dire ça parce que... Yeah, let's go.
And we love you too.
Ah, je suis content de la fin. Nicole Goodnight, Jonathan Sims. Ces deux-là, my god. Les GOAT. Oui, sérieusement. What the hell, ce jeu-là. Je le referai pas. J'enregistrerai pas le reste. Il y a beaucoup d'autres versions probablement. Il y a plein d'autres affaires qui ont fait. C'est ça le crux du jeu essentiellement. Puis moi j'aime beaucoup la version qu'on a là, qu'on a réussi à construire. C'est le genre de jeu qui va rester avec moi pendant un bout. C'est vraiment le genre de jeu qui va rester avec moi pendant longtemps. Puis c'est le genre de jeu que je vais le rejouer plusieurs fois là. Ça c'est sûr. Parce que je veux revoir d'autres affaires, je veux tester d'autres choses, je veux. Puis là je vais peut-être rentrer dans une phase plus comme méthodique, tu sais. Faire telle affaire, faire un test. Une nouvelle game, on fait jusqu'à temps au test, puis là je l'enlève. Parce qu'à chaque fois qu'on en fait un, la game elle change. Fait que c'est assez. C'est ça. J'ai comme. Est-ce que j'ai pas rien d'autre à dire? J'ai pas rien d'autre à dire. On va se laisser là-dessus. Ça fait déjà une finale assez intense là. Donc sur ce, on se revoit la prochaine fois. Enfin non, on se revoit pas. On se revoit la prochaine fois pour quelque chose d'autre. Ce fut le très bon Slay the Princess. Au revoir.